Men ain't we? You men ain't we?
The people that watch it are the ones that are struggling, and they're usually similar kind of issues. There's only 3 or 4 issues that all my clients will have.
What is that?
Infidelity, men in very much infidelity on part of the woman.
Women cheat more than men?
Far more.
Come on.
Far more.
Come on.
Far from.
Why do you think women cheat more than men?
Because they're in denial about the infidelity. When they cheat, they don't even label it as that.
There we have it. There we have it. Women cheat more than men. I mean, she's a psychologist. You feel me? You're hearing it from a woman psychologist who's a real psychologist. So, hey, I think we let the cat out of the bag, bro. For real. But, hey, man, thank you guys for watching the video, man. Hey, I'm finna drop 10 of these hats, man. Only 10. I want to see if I got 10 true supporters. I just started this channel, man. I'm gonna drop 10 of these hats. There will never be no hat like this made again. You'll be the only 10 that got this with this saying and this color. You're the only 10. I just want to see if I got 10 true supporters. If you wanted to support us, just put a 1 in the comments, man. 8200 fam. Let's get into the video, man, for real.
That's cheating.
What are they labeled as?
They label it as my husband's no longer satisfying me. They won't even say I'm cheating. They'll say my husband isn't satisfied. They find a way to redirect.
You see this? But they won't even explain, like, what is it he's doing that's not satisfying him? They'll just go. Okay, that's where communication comes in at. You feel what I'm saying? Like, how is he not satisfying you? Tell him what to do. Teach him how to satisfy you. You feel what I'm saying?
And shift the terminology so that they are void of guilt.
Really?
Absolutely.
Abso-freaking-lutely. Let's give you a famous example of terminology shifting to avoid guilt.
Yeah, and then I got into an entanglement with August. That's what I said.
An entanglement?
Yes. Yes.
A relationship.
Yes, it was a relationship.
That's funny that went viral. That word entanglement went viral because of her. That's funny. I don't even think, is that even a word? She probably could have copyrighted that and got paid.
Absolutely.
Responsibility is a woman's kryptonite. That's why it's never her fault. This is how women cope with the guilt and shame they feel after engaging in immoral activities of which they are fully aware. And the sisterhood support this foolishness. Disgusting.
So how do we know women are cheating more than men? What is it like?
Yeah, but I mean, he's right, bro. Let's let this ad pass.
Is this public knowledge? Is there surveys? Or are you just hearing this from the people you're coaching?
The people I'm coaching, because firstly, you'll know, it's simple signs that you'll know. Firstly, when the guy, I always say infidelity is a result of men not being masculine and women not being feminine. And what I mean by this is if a woman is cheating, it's because she has a man that accepts unacceptable because he is unwilling to walk away when his boundaries are broken.
This is gold.
Ooh, facts, bro. Facts. Because that's so true because, bro, like if a woman cheat on you, bro, and you stay, you putting in that woman's head that, oh, this man gonna stay with me no matter what I do. This man ain't got no boundaries for real. You feel what I'm saying? That's why I say if a woman cheat on you, you better not stay. You better leave. You better get out of there. Point blank, period. You do not give no second chances after infidelity. Period. You know what I'm saying? Because what you're doing is putting in that woman's head is, hey, he willing to accept anything. I'm telling you.
Require higher amounts of stimulation, not just physical, mental, emotional, the works, than men do.
We get bored in bed faster than men. That is 100% scientific fact. If we are sleeping with the same partner in the same way for a little while, chances are we are starting to get bored. Women and women's brains need novelty in the bedroom. We need to be surprised. We need to be trying new things. We actually need it a lot more than men do in order to continue to reach the same heights of pleasure and satisfaction. So if you've been laying the pipe the same way over and over, chances are that she's getting bored.
I don't believe the women get bored. I think men get bored quicker, but even so, like she's right, you do have to add, different things to, your sexual life. Don't just be boring about it. But at the end of the day, it takes discipline. When you get into a relationship with a man, especially, I want to say relationship, when you get married, when you commit your life to this person, you're committing yourself to commitment. You feel what I'm saying? So you have to be extremely disciplined. So I don't think it's a problem of, hey, I'm getting bored. It's a problem of discipline. You see what I'm saying? So, because at the end of the day, if you go out and cheat and go try to find a new experience, let's say you leave your man and get with this man, you're gonna have to go through the same thing. So it comes down to just discipline. You know what I'm saying? Now, you do gotta, add new spicy stuff like that. That helps. For real. But the underlying issue is that one thing. That one word is discipline. Relationship discipline.
And she's probably just too afraid to tell you.
Modern women are overstimulated to the point one man cannot satisfy them. Watch our video about the 15-year-old girl. How she is bombarded with attention at such a young age. Thanks to the impact of social media, she had heard and seen everything before she went to college. Women no longer have to leave the house to get attention.
That's fact, though.
So what will happen is when women meet that man, with a good woman with good morals, and she doesn't want that man. She's like, I don't want a weak.
She'll leave.
She'll leave. She'll replace him with somebody who has boundaries that suit her morals. But a woman,
she won't cheat because she'll have the values of like, this isn't working, it's sad.
No, I don't want
but
somebody.
I'm not going to
this
cheat
weak.
while I'm with you.
No desire to cheat.
Yeah.
She's not a sexual being. Yeah, and so she's looking for somebody who can lead a household. But the woman who's planning to come home late all the time and planning to go on a bunch of holidays and planning to keep in touch with her ex and planning to post a bunch of provocative pictures online, he's perfect. He's perfect, because he'll maybe pay for everything, he'll maybe sort the house out, maybe give her the kids. He's perfect. So that agreeable...
And she can keep getting the validation from all these other men in
whoever
certain ways.
she wants. And he'll say, oh, babe, I don't really like that bikini picture. And she'll say, stop oppressing me. And that will be the end of the conversation.
Those are agreeable men. I love when Jordan Peterson talks about agreeableness. That's for my other channel. I can't put that on this channel because I'm trying to abide by the guidelines. So when I get that one back monetized, because it's demonetized, I can't say the name of it. But yeah, bro, that's agreeable. A lot of men are so agreeable. They allow females to just do anything. They allow females to do anything they want to. Just, and what that does is that enables that behavior in a woman. Just like I know, for example, like one of my, it's not a friend, one of my workmates. He had a female, and you could just tell this female was just walking all over him, doing anything. So it was her birthday, and on her birthday, he paid for the birthday trip, and she didn't even invite him to go on the birthday trip. I'm like, how do you even allow that? You pay for the birthday trip, and you're not even allowed to go on the birthday trip with your wife. He enabled that. So in her head, she's like, well, I can do anything to him. He's providing house. He's a super agreeable person. You have to be sometimes disagreeable to be able to get respect in a relationship. I'm not a relationship coach, by the way. I'm just talking from experience, And
that she'll carry on doing what she wants. And he'll say, oh, you're going to come home today? I'll come home when I want. And that's what he'll say, okay. And because she recognizes he doesn't have the willingness to walk away, when the man isn't masculine, his days are numbered.
This is a nuclear truth bomb, fellas. This is where we as men have to look in the mirror. Because if we are the ones saying responsibility is a woman's kryptonite, this means we are the responsible ones. Don't come here and chant we men and we every day if you're not gonna take responsibility for your actions. No man is perfect. We all make mistakes. But what separates the boys from the men is accountability. We don't feel sorry for Logan Paul. We don't feel sorry for PJ Washington. We don't feel sorry for Will Smith. The reason Will Smith gets no respect is because he voluntarily allowed his wife to disrespect him in front of the world. He
100%.
tried to redeem himself by slapping Chris Rock, and it backfired because he was supposed to slap himself and get the F out of that marriage.
100%.
Will Smith is the perfect example of trying to make a 304 a housewife. You don't need years, you don't need months to spot the red flags in women. So if you decide to settle for a low quality woman, an LQW, You deserve everything that's coming your way. Let's take it a step further.
His days of good women filter themselves off away from men that are too agreeable. Now, when women get cheated on, again, it's a lack of femininity. And what I mean by that is, honestly, what I noticed with married men that cheat, it's not that they love somebody else so much or they found someone more beautiful. They simply have a wife that is no longer catering to their needs in any way, shape, or form. So,
what type of needs? Their sexual needs, their intimacy needs, their supportive needs?
All kinds of needs. So what I mean by that, it could be as simple as there's a coffee ready because you're going to work. Or it could be as deep as, I haven't slept with you in 6 months. It's his needs no longer matter. And it's really difficult. I understand when you have kids and stuff like that, it becomes difficult.
Is it when he feels his needs don't matter, or he's communicating what he wants and she's not willing to provide?
Mm-hmm.
Investing
that's some
is
good
not for
stuff
everyone,
right here,
right?
man. We gotta, you gotta listen to this.
He's saying it and she's just like, I don't have time for this, or she's busy or whatever.
He's often saying it, but she's also not predicting his needs. And that's part of femininity.
What's interesting about this side of the story is that a married man that's deprived of sexual intercourse with his wife is still expected to go to work, pay the bills, and not be allowed to get his sexual needs met somewhere else. This reminds me of the divorce lawyer's story.
I have a client whose wife acknowledges she didn't sleep with him for 6 years. What did you think was going on if you didn't sleep with him for 6 years? So
how you not sleep with your man?
You've delegated that responsibility. If you don't want to have sex with him, that's okay. No one should force you to have sex with this person. Let him go have sex with someone else. You don't want to do the laundry, hire someone to do the laundry. If you don't want to mow your own lawn, hire someone to mow the lawn. Delegate that responsibility. And this guy wasn't even sleeping around. He was going to those hand job places, where you get a massage and you get the most pathetic thing in the world, the most innocuous thing in the world. He didn't have a girlfriend. There was no love involved. He was getting jacked off for $50. That's sad. First of all, hand jobs, that's an outdated technology. That's like a Betamax. Who even does that anymore? But he was doing this, and he just thought, okay, that's fine. She had the indignation to say, he shouldn't be a custodial parent. He's a terrible person because he's doing this.
This is what we make you aware of in this space, that you will get the short end of the stick if you don't protect yourself. Wow. The stories from this divorce attorney often result in men paying and losing custody of their children in 9 out of 10 cases. This says a lot about the crooked system and how women have no problem being dishonest, unreasonable, and selfish in these situations.
Part of femininity is, I know he's coming home, let me just warm up a bit of food. Or I know that he's got work at an early start, let me just iron that shirt quickly because he's going to make a mess if he does it. It's part of femininity.
What would the feminist movement say to that? I'm just curious.
They would argue that he's not a baby. That's what they would say. Men are not babies. But here's the reality. They are. In a lot of ways, they are. In a lot of ways, they really are.
I can be a baby sometimes, but
you know what it is?
I bet she a good wife, bro, because she understands some stuff, bro.
Really?
Something about, I don't understand this myself, but there's something about they could be hungry or whatever it is, but when their wife makes them a meal, it tastes totally different to whatever you could order or whatever they could order themselves.
That's
or
true,
when their
though.
wife,
There's a love to it. There's a support behind
being
it.
Seen.
Yeah.
It's being seen in a way that nobody else sees them. There's something about of course you can make your own coffee in the morning, but there's something about your wife just putting it there without you asking for it that just makes you feel seen.
She's taking an L here. What do you mean you don't understand it yourself? You're a freaking psychologist and you're a woman. This is what women do, especially those so-called strong and independent women. They can buy their own stuff. They can pay their own way. Yet, they complain when men want to split the bill on a first date. One of our most watched videos is a woman complaining about her Bumble date, Steve, giving her a dose of equality.
I'll be really honest. I think it's hot. I find it really attractive when a man wants to give to me. I find that very masculine. A man being in his masculine energy, him wanting to provide and give. and just allowing me to receive it. Like, I love that. I feel like it really puts me in my feminine energy, and that's something I find attractive, and I'm not a gold digger at all.
The same principles apply. Again, the dynamic between masculinity and femininity has a major impact on how men and women experience attraction. Although she's capable of paying her own drinks or arranging things independently, she feels more attractive when a man takes the initiative and is more attracted to him. Stop the foolishness. I don't like the baby analogy, man. I don't like the stereotype that men depend on their partner to cook for them or make coffee in the morning. Although
That's
I like
true.
it, and
That's a fact though, because I've been married for a good little minute now, but I don't depend on my wife to do anything. She don't have to cook for me. She don't have to do nothing because she don't have to wash clothes. I do. Like, if I see the clothes need wash, I go and I wash them myself. I fold them myself. You feel what I'm saying? If I'm hungry, I go make me something to eat. I don't put that. It's like I don't expect her to do anything. I don't expect it. You know what I'm saying? But if she do, I'll be grateful of it. So me being a baby, I don't really agree with me being a baby, but I don't need her to make my coffee. I go make my own coffee. You feel me? I'm completely dependent. I don't need that validation. You feel what I'm saying? But if she do it, thank you. You feel me? I look at me and my wife like we work. We in this thing together. We in this thing called life together. When I'm down, she help me. When she down, I help her. You feel me? If the bed need made and I see it, I'll make it. You feel me? Vice versa. I'm in this thing together. I'm not looking for her. I'm not placing a certain amount of duty on her. You feel what I'm saying? And when we go and we work this thing together. You feel what I'm saying? When we go out, sometimes she pay up. When we go out, I pay. I'm not. You know what I'm saying? Like I say, this baby mentality, I just don't agree with that. That's just how I go about my relationship.
Appreciate it when my woman makes breakfast for me. I am perfectly capable of preparing it myself if needed.
Yep.
Babies can't make their own breakfast.
Now, what I notice is when women they forget to do that, they set the tone for a man to now go towards escorts. And I'll tell you why. Because they're always creating a transactional relationship. They're making him feel like an ATM anyway.
He's like, I'm not getting my needs met.
I'm paying for everything.
I'm paying for everything, and I'm being disrespected, maybe, or whatever.
I'm an ATM.
Interesting.
I'm already an ATM.
Whether that's okay or not to think that way, that's just the interpretation.
That's the way he sees it. So if I'm coming home and she doesn't even notice I'm there, she's never cooked a meal, she's never asked me how my day is, but I'm paying for everything and I'm giving her a great life, I'm already an ATM. I might as well be an ATM to somebody who's going to touch me and kiss me
serve
and
my
look at me.
sexual needs or something.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Who's going to look at me?
At least pretend.
At least, even if
act for an hour,
exactly.
Right?
And the worst thing is, escorts and sugar babies and stuff, they know this man's been deprived of attention, so they know exactly what to say to these men to have them putty in their hands. If I wanted to, I would know exactly what to say to him. If I was an escort, I would know exactly what to say to him.
Just how to touch him, how to connect with him, how to be there for him.
Do you need a coffee? Do you take 2 sugars or 1?
Wow.
That some men haven't heard that in years from their wives.
Wow.
They haven't heard that in years.
For modern Western women, affection is a lost art. To cater to one's husband or boyfriend is now considered slavery. Yet, they expect men to stick to traditional roles, such as providing for the financial needs in a relationship. It's not men who are lost. It's puzzling to label men as lost simply because they possess a strong moral compass and a clear sense of direction in life. What are the benefits of marriage for men? Come on, sell it to me.
Come on, kill me, I'm here.
Do you want me to rub your shoulders? They haven't heard that in years from their.
Welcome to Bigo, where connections come alive.
She's telling the absolute truth. Like, a lot of these women, bro, they don't understand. Like, a lot of these women just so selfish. They don't care nothing about the man's feelings or nothing, but they just want, a lot of these women are so selfish, man. That's why I'm saying you better ask God and pray for you a good woman. You feel me? If you plan on getting married. Like, I always wanted to be married, so I made sure I asked God for the qualities I wanted in a woman, bro, and he sent me the exact woman that I needed. But hey, man, I'm gonna end this video right here, man. This video is from Manosphere highlights daily. You can go check out his he got a whole catalog of videos. But hey, see you guys in this video. Let's get it, man.